Hello everyone and welcome back. This is Veteran Mountain Man, and I wanted to talk with you today about a news story I caught. And that is, several news agencies were very upset with President Trump having 2 scoops of ice cream on his pie at a dessert at a White House dinner. And many people are going on and on about how, this shows his lack of respect, or why wasn't everybody offered 2 scoops? And others are saying, well, we all know he loves the desserts, so it's probably his standing order. Yet, it's not actually looked at for the news agencies that are bothering to report this, why they find this to be such invigorating news. I mean, CNN talked about this. It's on Zero Hedge, Time Magazine. Breitbart ended up doing a piece about CNN doing a piece on this. Even Hot Air got in on the act, and here I am doing a bit on it as well. But the fundamental reason that all of these very liberal news organizations did this bit on him getting 2 scoops for every one that everybody else got is they are pushing the socialist communist narrative. And that is that President Trump is a fat cat. He's an elite. He gets 2 scoops of ice cream to every one you get. And this is the narrative that they're wanting to paint of him. They're wanting to make it look like he's colluding with foreign countries to get support to win the election, and is going to impoverish you once he has complete control of the government, and he's going to defund all those social programs that make life bearable. And all it is it's communist propaganda, people. The left-wing media wants to turn the United States into Venezuela. They want us hunting rat in the city streets to eat because we're under the thumb of government oppression. And it's time that we stopped the insanity. It is time that we talked with our friends and our family and really pulled the socialism out of the United States by its root and burn it to ash and end the insanity. This country was not found on socialism. There is no country in the world that was ever founded on socialism. Socialism has only ever come about from within, never as a founding principle. Totalitarianism has been used as a founding principle. Republicanism has been used as a founding principle, but socialism has never been a founding principle. And that is because socialism denies the exceptional and mandates forced equal. That's right, you heard me. In a socialist country, if you are a mechanic, you can be no better than every other mechanic. You get no more money if you are better. You get no less money if you are worse than the others. Everybody has to be the same across the board. And that's not what humans are. That detracts from the human condition and the human psyche. Humans evolve. Humans strive. Humans create new ideas, and out of new ideas come new technologies, and those new technologies create new industries and create new societies. But we can't have that if we give up the striving for exceptionalism and accept mediocrity. And that's what socialism does. Socialism is the acceptance of mediocrity so that everybody is equal. And that's just not a world I want to live in. And that's not a country I want to live in. And for those that served with me, and those that are serving now, and those that served before me, I know none of us want that either. Because mediocrity in and of itself is unacceptable for the human condition and for the country that is the United States of America. We were founded on exceptionalism, exceptional bravery, exceptional demands of freedom and liberty, exceptional laissez-faire governmentation. And instead we have allowed our rights to be trampled by legislation and bureaucracy. And we must stand up against it and say enough. But this is an example of that bureaucracy. The fact that President Trump had 2 scoops of ice cream on his dessert. I mean, that is such groundbreaking news that CNN spent 2 entire segments on the air talking about it. I feel insane just communicating it here through this podcast that this was such a big deal. I'm going to include the links to some of these so that you can see this. Okay? Because BuzzFeed reported it even, which is not a surprise. Anything that is wrong, BuzzFeed will report about the president because BuzzFeed doesn't like President Trump and wants President Trump to fail. BuzzFeed is nothing more than a mouthpiece for the hard progressive Democrat Party members. And they hate anybody who says that exceptionalism is key. And exceptionalism will make you great as well. Because they don't want exceptionalism. They want institutionalized mediocrity. And mediocrity is mediocre. It is the minimum you need to exist. Who wants to really live like that? Do you want to be the man who comes home to boiled cabbage every night because that's the least you need to exist? Or do you want to be the guy sitting on your poolside sipping a Mai Tai retired at 50? Which do you want to be? Because socialism will get you that guy in his kitchen boiling cabbage, and capitalism gives you that guy on his poolside retired early. That's the difference. Thank you all for joining me. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you're on YouTube, or upvote and follow if you're on VidMe. Also, don't forget, if you come on over to patreon.com/Veteran Mountain Man, you can become a patron and get access to Patreon exclusive content and interaction. Also, don't forget, you can communicate with me at minds.com/Veteran Mountain Man, where I do interact with my followers. Thank you all again, and have yourselves a nice day.